Wait a minute, I know it's 5 o'clock. Everyone's trying to get home. Grab a few things. Most importantly, my coffee cup. Let me know that you're there when you jump on. Say hello, where you're from. And I just want to thank everybody for joining me today. Farmer Joe the other day said, hey, why don't you paint that truck in front of your shop? And I said, that costs so much money. I don't want to do that. I'd rather just leave it the way it is. And he said, no, I mean with your DIY paints. And I thought, what? Did I just hear him say that right? Yes, with the DIY paints. So I thought, well, what the heck? It's just an old truck. It's a 1946 Chevy 2-ton farm truck. And it's part of my husband's dad's farm from his original fleet. I think it was green at some point. Right here you can see. But all of the farm trucks were black. So everything was painted black. I've been asking around to see if anybody else has painted an old truck with DIY paint and haven't come across anything yet. What I'm going to seal it with, I don't know yet. We'll play that by ear when I get there. I'll try some different brands, probably on the back of the cab, and we'll see how that goes. But I wanted to post live when we put our first stroke on here, and hopefully it goes as well as I think it will. My husband, I did let him pick the colors. So Farmer Joe picked the colors out of all the colors. I was thinking, which one was it? Either Cowboy Corral or Summer Crush was the other one. And he said, no, I want it blue. And he wanted blue with dark fenders. And so Little Black Dress was a little bit too black. So he liked the look of these two. Sea Glass and Black Velvet. Now Black Velvet, when it dries, it's not really a black, it's almost a dark charcoaly gray. Can you guys see that? So it should look really good with the Sea Glass. So let's see how it goes. I mean, it was destined for the scrapyard and to be parted out, so we're saving it. Hi, Destry, it is crazy, right? I'm still just like, but it's just paint. And it's, not going anywhere. It's just going to sit in front of the shop. So I thought, yeah, let's try this. Let's do it. Let me move my sign out of the way. I wish you guys could see my setup I got for my phone, because I'm obviously not in my shop. I'm in my husband's shop. And so I've got this old wooden ladder, and I've got my phone stand on it. I'll have to show you. I've got black electrical tape wrapped around it so it doesn't fall forward. It's hilarious. I'll have to take a shot of it before we finish. But which one should we start with? Should we start with Sea Glass, or should we start with the fenders? He wants this one on the fenders, Black Velvet. Which one? Let's do the Black Velvet, and then we'll switch. And I hear a truck. So if somebody walks in, let me apologize. So we're doing, again, Sea Glass on the body, and on the fenders, we'll be doing the Black Velvet, and I'll probably do the Sea Glass on the headlights here too. And maybe a little of the marquee, the red, brushed into here, and I'm probably gonna put some along this ridge too. So let's just jump in and start. Do you want to say hi?
I can.
It's Farmer Joe. I told him it was your idea.
Oh.
We're saving it. There's Farmer Joe.
Hi, everybody.
It's going on really well. I wasn't sure because it's kind of a slick surface. They said you can paint anything, right? DIY paint. And any of the chrome, if I go over it, I'll wipe that all up later. Before we seal it. I think I'll probably do this old bumper in the same black velvet. Maybe I'll go a little darker, I don't know yet. So this is not like a professional automotive. Hi, Jerry. You just missed Farmer Joe. Oh, nope, he's still here. He just jumped back.
What'd you say?
Jerry
Oh.
in Wisconsin is on.
Oh, tell her hi.
She can probably hear ya. Oh, it's going on so good. And remember, it's going to dry because of the clay and minerals and chalk. It's going to dry to that chalky matte finish. And when we put, I'm probably going to do 3 coats, I think. Yeah, Jerry, we have 4 of them. That's the only reason Farmer Joe's letting me do it. And this is the one that's the worst off, so. We've got a 43 Chevy pickup, half ton, and then a 2.5 ton Chevy 46, and 2 like this one, and then one that's already been, people over the years, they've been sitting in the field for 30 years, have, and not like by a road like way back, so we would never know if anybody came in and took anything off of them, and the other one, somebody's definitely been working on it. So no longer. Farmer Joe's been putting a road and a fence up. And then, like I said, this is the one that sits in front of the boutique. It's weird for me to say boutique. I just say shop all the time. But really, it is a boutique. And the only reason I'm painting this is going to be the sea glass. But I'm going to paint it in this one first because I want it to get a good even coat. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's a little easier for me. Okay. I mentioned before I'll be touching up all the chrome. Well, it's pretty much rusted anyways, but I will be touching it up. Maybe with a little bit of a metallic enamel, polished silver metallic enamel. Look how good that's going on. Can you guys see that even? Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit. No, you guys can see that, huh? Yeah, you guys can see it. Okay. Go over this piece. So now if somebody says, oh, I don't know if I can paint that, you can say, yes, you can. The Withered Barn painted a truck. You can paint anything. If I don't get to your comments immediately, I will read everything after the video. But I want to get one side done with you guys. And then we'll recap tomorrow and see how the whole thing looks dry, because I don't want to keep you guys while it's drying. I had to turn the big heaters off because it's so loud. And this doesn't run, by the way. Paint it. Farmer Joe has graciously given up his shop for the next couple weeks so I can get this done.
Today I don't feel like doing anything.
There we go. He hauled it up on his transport trailer and pulled it over here. I'm shocked at this coverage. Look at that. It is so good. By the way, I'm using the new DIY brushes. Look at those Pixie synthetic brushes. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit more and I'm going to switch and we're going to do the sea glass up on the top. Don't know if you guys know, but I did have my son set up a YouTube page so that I could put all the videos in one place. So you can always refer back to them. Because what I know, I want you guys to know. If I don't know, I'm going to find out. I think some of these areas that it looks like there's mud and stuff stuck up in there, I'm going to use one of my old brushes because I don't want mud in my, and I don't know what else, hay in there stuck in my big brush. This is going really well. What colors were you guys thinking it would look like would be the best? I couldn't do red. I wanted marquee, but then I couldn't do that because my shop's being painted red this spring. And I want something that from the road, because my shop sits back about 200 feet off the road. And so I need it to really pop and be eye-catching. Okay, I'm going to stop here and switch and grab the, hello. What's that? Oh, that's good. Oh, yes, I love it. Bruno Mars. Let me grab a different brush. Okay. So the hood and the side panels, doors, cab, and everything is going to be the sea glass. It's like a blue turquoise. Did you need something? Okay. This brush isn't as soft as the other one. Let's see how it goes. I know I'll be using the entire, whatever's left in here. Try not to rush it. Definitely going to have to use a different brush around this little chrome area. Farmer Joe even pressure washed it, dried it, because it was literally in the weeds. Okay, remember we're going to put 2, probably 3 coats on this. I'm hoping this portion will be dry by then so that you can see what the true color will be. And I apologize, I don't have my speaker. Hi, Kim. Thank you, it is fun. How often do you get to do this? But like I was saying, I don't have my microphone or the right lights. Let's see, I need, oh, here's my step stool over here. Okay, here we go. You still see me? Yes. Yay. If I could get it to roll. I just got my application for Picken Treasure Valley, both. And if I could get this in that door, I would do it, but I'm sure I won't have the room. I think Farmer Joe did a really good job on picking colors, though. This is really pretty. I thought he would pick green. I don't know why. I think I'm going to paint this right here. This is the hinge. It opens up this way towards the middle. So maybe I'll do that in the same black velvet. I don't know if I can get over here without getting my, there we go. Should have rethought this, huh? I should have painted that first so that I could knee on that, but excitement. Whoop. Don't do that. It's gonna look, oh God. Let me go ahead and get the front up here. All in here. I wanted just the fender. So it's gonna be a little curve right there. And yeah, if I was thinking, I should have went from the top and painted downwards, because I can see I'm already splashing some paint. It's just so exciting. I'll let that dry a little more too, I think. There goes the heater. Okay. Stop there, we'll go around the side. walk over. I'm going to see if you guys had any questions. Nope. Okay. We're just going to keep going. I'm going to have to touch up my hardware here. Even though it looks like I've got some streaks and stuff, once I put my second coat on, it'll kind of level it out and you won't be able to see any of that. On furniture, I usually don't see it after one stroke. But this is old and cold metal. I should have left my music on. Okay. I'm going to wait for around this side because it looks like there's some mud stuck in there and I want to do that last. Maneuver so you guys can see a little better. This is the only door that opens. The other door doesn't open at all. Maybe I can swing it. Is that a little better? Can you guys see? Yes. Make sure I don't knock myself out with these mirrors. I remember they're there. But if I do, somebody call 911. It's definitely going to take a couple coats. What's everybody been working on this past weekend? Any great projects? I definitely need glasses, I think, here. Anybody working on anything over the weekend? Curious to see how this is going to react with the rust that's already on here. See what we get. Like I said, it's just a rough coat. We're putting 3 coats on. I'll stop there. And let's see if we're, oh, you can see right here, it's really dry. So right here, this is what it'll look like dry. This one right here. That's one coat over this old oxidized metal. So 2 coats, it's gonna get a little darker. 3rd coat, even darker. And then once I put a top coat on it, whatever top coat that might be, it'll darken it back up to this color. Because this is chalk, clay, and minerals, water, plus love. So it's all natural, organic materials. See if I can get this, the color it'll be. I'm sure there's some vintage or antique truck people that are cringing because I'm putting chalk paint on it. And I saved it from the scrapyard, from a life of weeds and being forgotten. Okay. What do you guys think of the colors? Get into these little details, I'll wait till the final coat and take an actual artist brush and kind of get in the little cracks when I go cleaning up the details as well. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to dry any quicker. Hi, Donna, thank you. Because of the temperature and the horrible weather everybody's having right now. Because it's really cold here. It's, I can't read it from here. There's a little, I'm not sure what this is. Somebody probably knows there's a little cap, almost like a chevron arrow cap up here. I'd have to ask Farmer Joe, and he's not in here, what that is, but maybe I'll accent that in the same black velvet. Rust is on here. I am surprised it's not all the way through. It is really rusty. Okay. is like glue. Okay, one coat on. I love it. I think it's gonna look really good. All right. So like I said, I'm gonna finish up. We'll jump on tomorrow at 5 and see what the one coat in its entirety looks like. And then we'll start with the second coat. You guys can see the color difference, the way it changes, the way it deepens and enriches. And I'll also do some research on trying to find an exterior paint that'll go, or a exterior top coat that'll go over this, just to help minimize some of the natural oxidation that'll happen being it's sitting out at my boutique. But I think this looks really good. Not bad. And like I said, I think I'm going to put a little bit of marquee on this ridge right here and blend it in, or maybe fade it off the other direction, and a little bit on the ridge here and here. Oh, that's right, I was going to paint this color, huh? But I think that marquee on there, actually I better wait because it's still wet. With the marquee on here, it'll look really good. It'll make it look like it's got purposeful oxidization and rust on there. But I think it looks really good. I wish it would dry faster so you guys can see it. Oh well. We'll be here tomorrow at 5 for those that want to join. And I'm going to keep going and work my way around and get this project done in a week, I'm hoping, so that Farmer Joe can have his shot back. All right? Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.